Hey guys, we're back with another top 5. I'm Matt, this is the MrMaple Show. I've got Brandon here with me, and dude, you just made me feel so old. He just let me know he's been watching us since he was in middle school.
Yep, about 7 years ago, I remember finding you guys watching bonsai videos, and I stumbled across some maple content, so the OG maple content.
We've been putting stuff out since about 07 or 09. I think 09 we started really trying to do a little bit more, but yeah, pretty cool. Definitely made me feel a little bit old. I'm not gonna lie, like middle school, like I'm like, man, I ain't been doing this long, have I? But we're back with a top 5. Today we're gonna do top 5 plants for the landscape.
Yep.
And hey, appreciate you jumping on here. You might know Brandon from our chats. He's in a lot of them as well.
Yep,
and very active in our Facebook group too.
Yeah.
Number 5.
So number 5, we're gonna go with a conifer, Sapphire Nymph.
Oh yeah.
Love that one for the blue color. It leafs out when it gets the little needles to come out bright blue, stays a bright blue, full sun, so a good choice. You can pair it with purples and chartreuses, and perfect conifer for, I know you guys like the yellow maples around here.
I'm not yellow dancing, that's all Tim. He might pop out here if you mention yellow. But
so yeah, Tim with the yellows and the blues.
You've summoned Tim from the depths.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great plant. Actually named here in North Carolina. Our friend Pat McCracken found that one. I mean, Sapphire Nymph, perfect tree for a fairy garden, perfect tree for a small conifer area, and it totally brings those blues. I mean, excellent choice, and I mean, really, it just pairs with everything. Especially if you're into Japanese maples and other deciduous plants, it's going to add a lot of evergreen texture to that garden. Yeah,
and a lot of us the challenge is space in the landscape, so that's something that, you know, might be 2 to 3 feet tall even in 5+ years, so you don't have to worry about the space of it. But yeah, number 5.
Excellent. 4. All right, so number 4, what do you got?
Fuja Oxidationalis Amber Glow.
Oh, great choice, yeah.
Yeah, picked one up in May from you guys. Actually, I have 4 of them now, and start out light green, hit some yellows, oranges, some darker oranges, which has been pairing well with my blues and purples that I have in the landscape.
Oh yeah, that pairs so well with that Sapphire Nymph too. You're talking about small, compact. Put it right there in the conifer garden. You get the yellows against the blues.
It's like a little ball. It'll stay a little ball. I probably won't ever have to shear them or cut them down. So.
You mentioned the yellows, and Tim will summon from the back and yellow dance. I said in an upcoming video, I said if this gets 500 likes, then Tim will never yellow dance again. But I have to be honest with you, I talked him into doing it. But the yellow plants, you know, it gets it. That one is only, you know, 3 to 4 feet. Compact, dense habit to it, and an excellent grower.
Yep, awesome.
3.
All right, number 3. Acer palmatum Tobi Show.
Oh, cool.
That's one of my newest favorites. Great fall color. I got a 3-gallon from you guys last fall of a limited sale.
Yeah.
And I remember getting it, and it was probably the biggest tree I'd gotten from you guys. I remember getting it out of the box, and I was like, wow, that's the biggest tree I've ever gotten. It was only $60, and you know, it was awesome. So I planted it this past spring, and I've been super impressed with it.
You know, I think it probably isn't known enough. Like, I think it can rival Osakazuki for fall. Like, it is spectacular in the fall. Funny thing about the name is a guy named Tobi named it. So it's like, it sounds like a Romanji, like a Japanese name, but it's like Tobi Show.
It sounds like a Mario character.
Yeah, like we need a Yoshi too. But really good plant, and that fall color is so consistent. Good durability on it too. I mean, that one can go in full sun up to about zone 80.
Yeah, I have in 7B, I'm near Mooresville, North Carolina. I have it in full 8 a.m. to around 5 p.m. sun. No leaf burn yet, so super impressed with it.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Number 2.
Number 2, not so popular one, Caprici's Dwarf. That has been a really good performer for me. No leaf burn. Awesome leaf out color. It's like almost like a yellowish with a reddish colored border, and it's, you know, stays compact. You know, don't have to worry about it taking up too much space, and pairs well with almost anything.
I think you've got a whole garden right here. Yeah. The 4 you've said so far, those match really well together. I love Caprici's too, because it's a little bit different, like you said, you touched on it. It's a little bit more reddish in the border too. It's got that eye to it, almost like a yellowish green, and really showy. It's gonna be more of that kind of toadstool-like shape, so it's a small, compact one.
Almost like a dome.
Yeah, exactly. Ken Rogers always calls them toadstools, which always cracks me up. Another Mario.
Another Mario.
Little mushroom dome to them, but they look great in a container or in the ground. And heck, that would pair pretty well with that Sapphire Nymph you were mentioning earlier.
Yes,
pretty good,
absolutely.
Pretty good pairing.
Yep.
Numero uno.
Number 1, That's a hard one. I want to say Summer Gold, but I think I'm going to have to go with Makawa Yatsubusa.
Oh,
just
nice.
the
Nice.
OG original. For me, you know, I have to think about full sun because my entire yard and landscape's full sun. So one of my favorite things is the Makawa and how it doesn't burn. That's great color, keeps a dark green color. You can landscape with it, purples, yellows, just about anything, and it stands out.
You know, I asked this question even off camera to people all over the world. Like every time before we started really focusing on the camera and getting people in, we were having these conversations, and a lot of times it would be like, hey, what's your favorite tree?
Yeah, it's hard.
And it's so, like, to be honest with you, Makawa comes up with every nurseryman, every collector, on every continent. I mean, I asked this question in Belgium, somebody's like Makawa Yatsubusa.
Yeah.
And it's for good reason. I mean, it's a classic for so many reasons. I think it probably hits #1.
Yeah,
like it's probably the reigning #1 for most people. But it makes sense. I mean, the sun, like you said, it's very cold tolerant. It's going to work zones 5 through 9.
Yep.
It can handle sun up to zone 8 as well, and it's super durable. And you get like a bonsai aesthetically without even doing anything. People are going to look at that. And for most, you know, people that aren't into gardening, they're going to be like, oh, what's this bonsai tree you've got here, right? Perfect choices, man. I really appreciate it. How's open house been for you? You've had a good time
awesome.
coming in?
Yeah, I loved it. I was kind of happy that I was able to find everything I was looking for. Moonrise, I found another Sapphire Nymph I'm going to put in the landscape. Almost bought another Amber Glow, but you know, yeah, it's been awesome.
Oh, I appreciate it. Even though he made me feel old, he's been watching since he's in middle school. I'm just 41. I'm like, dang, dude, I've been doing this since you were in middle school. I guess I have. We really appreciate you all tuning in, guys. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We're very, very close to 20,000.
Yep.
So in this series, we might already hit it. We're on the precipice of 20,000. So we really appreciate you joining that Maple Mafia, joining our group. Hop in the chat. You might see him in there sometimes.
Yeah, I like to post.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys so much. Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.